Morning. We're just gonna sing Jaya Nilo Premadana for the departure of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Jaya Nilo Premadana Karuna Prachur Hey no Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Kahamora Swarup Rupa Kahasanatan Kahadasa Raghunata Patita Pavan Kahamora Bhatta Juga Kaha Kavirat Heka Kale Kota Gela Gora Natarat Pashane Kutipo Mata Anale Pashibo Goranga Guneranidi Kota Gele Pabo Se Saba Sangira Sange J Koilo Bila Se Sangana Paya Kande Narottamada Jaya Nilo Premadana Karuna Prachur Hey no Prabhu Kota Gela Acharya Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya, Vaishnav Thakur Jaya, Vaishnav Thakur Jaya, Vaishnav Thakur. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where is such a personality as Advaita Acharya gone? Where are my Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami? Where is Sanatana? Where is Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatta and Gopala Bhatta? And where is Krishna Das Kaviraj? Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees, in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottama Das simply weeps. Again, we were just singing this song, prayer, for the departure of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, who departed earlier. I don't know Maharaj personally, and I can't say I ever met him, but I know just by the example of his devotees that he was a pure devotee. And all my prayers, all our prayers are with Maharaj and his disciples, and we're praying for his easy transition into his next spiritual mission, his next task to his next task to serve Srila Prabhupada and serving Lord Chaitanya and his mission, and ultimately serving the divine couple, Sri Radha and Krishna. So I thought we'd go into Bhagavatam class. There is plenty more to say about Maharaj, but I will leave that for other devotees and another time. Is it okay if I sing Jaya Radha Madhava? Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Sotar Shata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Sotar Shata Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Kota Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki. Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath, Shamakun, Radhakun, Giri Govardhan Ki, Vrindavan Dham Ki, Mathura Dham, Navadvip Dham Ki, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki, Ganga Maya Ki, Yamuna Maya Ki, Tulasi Devi Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Gaur Permanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Naranayam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nastapraye sabhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavaduttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam, and by rendering a service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed in loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 51, Verse 49. Pramatam uchar itikritya chintaya. Pravridya lobam vishayeshu lalasam. Tvam apramata sahasa bipadyase. Shole lihano hirivakumantaka. Pramatamuchar itikrit Vitrikritya Chintaya Pravritta Lobam Vishayeshu Lalasam Tvam Apramata Sahasa Bipajase Sole Lehano Hir Ivakum Antaka Pramatamucharitrikitya Chintaya Pravriddalobam Vishayeshu Lalasam Tvamapramata Sahasa Bimpadhyase Shole Lihano Hirivakum Antaka Pramatamucharitrikitya Chintaya Vidalobam Vishayeshu Lalasam Apramata Sahasa Bipajase Leliano Hiravakum Word for word meanings. Ramatam, thoroughly deluded. Uchai, extensive. Iti kritya, of what needs to be done. Chintaya, with thought. Pravridha, increased fully. Lobam, whose greed. Vishayeshu, for sense objects. Lalasam, hankering. Tvam, you. Apramataha, not deluded. Sahasa, suddenly. Abhipadhyase, confront. Shoot, out of thirst. Lelihanaha, licking its fangs. Ahi, a snake. Akum, Eva, as. Akum, a mouse. Antakaha, death. Translation. A man obsessed with thoughts of what he thinks needs to be done, intensely greedy, and delighting in sense enjoyment, is suddenly confronted by you, who are ever alert. Like a hungry snake licking its fangs before a mouse, you appear before him as death. Please repeat. A man obsessed with thoughts of what he thinks needs to be done, intensely greedy, delighting in sense enjoyment, is suddenly confronted by you who are ever alert. Like a hungry snake, licking its fangs before a mouse, you appear before him as death. Purport by the servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We may note here the contrast between the words pramatam and apramata. Those who are trying to exploit the material world are pramata, deluded, bewildered, maddened by desire. But the Lord is apramata, alert, sober, and unbewildered. In our madness, we may deny God or His laws, but the Lord is sober and will not fail to reward or punish us according to the quality of our activities. And I'm going to go on and read the tikas from the Acharyas. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, "The Lord in the form of time devours those who do not worship Him. That is the meaning of this verse. Because the person is attracted to sense objects, he ignores you, pramata. Thinking that he must do certain actions in the world, he develops ever-increasing greed. Even though his desires are frustrated, he is still eager for those objects. You are the destroyer, antakaha. With great attention, apramata, not forgetting about him, as he forgot about you, you overpower him, just as a snake licking his tongue out of hunger overpowers a mouse." Jiva Goswami writes, "This verse describes the ultimate condition of such thoughts. Pramatam means devoid of attention to the Lord by remembrance, etc. Therefore, attachment, lobam, to attained material objects increases, and the person cannot desist from enjoying them. He has greed for objects he has not attained, lalasam. Since the Lord causes death through time, he is identified with time, antakaha, in this verse. One should worship you out of fear, since you are also the power of time. You approach him suddenly without giving him time to think, coming directly in front of him, abhipadyase. The descriptive terms in the example are general, not making Krishna into a snake in all respects." And Sanatana Goswami writes, "Though very proud, a man must die. This will happen suddenly. He is completely unaware. But you are aware, apramata, alert at all times in doing your job. As time you put an end to everything, antakaha. Suddenly or beyond logic, sahasa, you cause death, abhipadyase. An example shows the suddenness and alertness. You are like a snake waiting to devour a mouse. Or, being completely inattentive to remember you, pramatam uchai, increasing greedy for objects, longing for objects incessantly for enjoyment, the person suffers on not attaining them." Om Jnana Timirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapatam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Vedamayam Dadanti Swabhadatikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakrampi Tamscha. Hey Krishna Korana Sindho Dina Bando Jagapate Gopesha Gopikanta Radhakanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Titanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Morning, everyone. Welcome to Bhagavatam class. Thank you for joining me on this rainy, dreary morning. It's kind of a sad morning because there's a departure of a great Vaishnava. And in this in this verse, we have Muchakunda addressing Lord Krishna. He's woken up from his nap. In this past time, Muchakunda was in the cave taking a long nap, and he was woken up by Kalyavana, who kicked him, thinking it was Krishna. He woke up angry, burned him to ashes, and then looking around, trying to wake up, still looking around, he sees Krishna. And it's like, wow, who is this effulgent person? It must be a demigod or something, someone special. Who are you? And then he explains to Krishna who he is. And then Krishna explains to Muchakunda who he is in his present birth. And Muchakunda realizes, oh wow, he's remembering some prediction that Garga Muni made that Krishna would appear such a millennium. And all of a sudden he's like, oh my God, this is all right. Now I realize what's happening. And Krishna's asking him, what, you want a benediction? You're such a great devotee, you sacrificed. Muchakunda was not an ordinary person. He was born in a very exalted family and was a very great warrior. Everybody wanted him to fight. All the demigods wanted his protection because he was such a great warrior. And he was just fighting for years, apparently, And there's some discrepancy in time between human years and demigod years. I'm not exactly sure if he was, part of the human race or the demigod race exactly. But it appears he was fighting for a very long time. And then when the fighting was done, he's ready to go home, but there's nothing left. Everything's gone. Time took away his kingdom, his family, everything. There was nothing left. And I think Kartikeya maybe is describing this to him. And I'm trying to, maybe I read a little too much into the verse, or the pastime, but I'm trying to, see how this applies to us. And I try to put myself kind of into Muchakunda's shoes. He's forsaken everything to fight, and all of a sudden, everything's gone. So he's probably going, maybe, I'm just kind of speculating here. He's maybe going through a lot of emotions, anger, sadness, frustration. And he's also really tired. So he's like, I just need to sleep. I need some rest. I got to think this over. What am I going to do next? Maybe I'm speculating here, but one can imagine all the energy and output that he was doing, and then to realize that everything is gone, he needed some time, right? So once he wakes up and realizes that Krishna is here, and he's starting to sober up, it's saying here that Krishna appears before us as death. Krishna is always sober, but we as living entities being in this world, we tend to be unsober or not sober. We're always We're always deluded. We're always bewildered. But Muchakunda, he's sober now. He's okay. He's realizing through these, as he's stating through these prayers, that I've wasted all this time on being with a family, being attached to my kingdom, to wealth, and all these fleeting things when you are the actual reason for all existence. You are the reason to breathe, the reason to do anything. And one of the important purports of this verse is that we need to realize that Krishna is the proprietor, is the supreme. And if you're not, you're deluded, you're intoxicated with illusion. So how do you become sober? How do you become unintoxicated? Well, first of all, is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the most important thing, because Krishna is, it's practically direct association with Krishna. And through this chanting, it purifies us. And in that purification, it can get rid of some of this attachment, some of these longings for wealth, family, fame, all these things that come with the material world. And through that purification process, we can become sober and alert, and then start to realize, okay, what am I supposed to do in this world? What is my real purpose in this world? Not just to enjoy, not just to try and lord it over, not just to try and make a great kingdom or make my own great kingdom in my room or house or whatever it is, but what is my real purpose here? To serve Krishna. How am I going to serve spiritual master? How am I going to serve Lord Chaitanya's mission? And then there can be some sort of peace and tranquility. Otherwise, we're just going to be crazy, maddened, wandering around like some crazy fly looking for the next thing to smell or whatever. It's just death is all around us. This verse is showing us that if you don't sober up and realize that this is a world, this planet is a place of birth and death, and that's suffering. So the sooner we realize that, and the sooner we surrender and try to serve the Lord and His devotees, the more at peace we will be. And the last class I was mentioning, recently going through and still going through the passing of my mother, death is such a wake-up call. It is a sobering experience. There's so many emotions involved with death: anger, frustration, happiness. You go through the roller coaster of emotions. But as a devotee, one of the great boons of trying to be a devotee, of trying to follow Srila Prabhupada's instructions, is that when you go through all these painful experiences, such as the death of someone important to you, someone that you loved, then while you're grieving, while you're going through all these emotions, you can still somewhat, stay grounded in Krishna consciousness. You can, if you're surrounded by devotees, which you should be, which you should try and always be surrounded by devotees, then you can take shelter of them, and they can help you through the process. Because everywhere you turn, there's death, and it's like this. It's kind of sickening. It's like bittersweet, because you want everything to be positive and happy, but just around the corner. Death could be there. But the only way to make that turn that negative into a positive is through Krishna consciousness. You know? So just keep chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then it's like a lifeboat to, you know, you're hanging on that lifeboat to wade through those waters of all those emotions and all this, you know, the garbage of the world floating through. If you just hold on to that lifeboat, that we can have some sort of peace and happiness and understanding in this world. Thank you for your attention. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Ako Vitamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Vasyan Dipan Dikayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami
Sri Namakirtan, page 77, by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yasomatinan dana prashabara nagara Somatina dana prashabara nagara Yasomatinan dana prashabara nagara Gokularan Janakana Gopi Parana Dana Madana Manohara. Gopi Parana Dana Madana Manohara. Kaliya Damana Vidana. Kaliya Damana Vidana. Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa. Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa. Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara. Vamsivada Nasuvasa. Vamsivada Nasuvasa. Prajajana Palana Surakula Nashana. Prajajana Palana Surakula Nashana. Nanda Godana Raka Wala. Nanda Godana Raka Wala. Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara. Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara. Sundaranan Gopala. Sundaranan Gopala. Yamuna Chata Chara Gopi Vasana Hara. Yamuna Tata Chara Gopi Vasana Hara. Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya. Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya.